Toto, we are not in preseason anymore. Welcome to From Center Ice. My name is Courtney, and the Blackhawks kick off their regular season schedule tonight against Colorado Avalanche. That means that the games actually matter, unlike the preseason where they very much did not matter, and yet they were still extremely stressful. So I can't wait for these 82 games. Because instead of the rebuild year that we supposedly had last year, now the Blackhawks kind of have to be good. So, what could possibly go wrong? But with the return of the regular season is the return of 3 questions. If you were around last year, you know how this works. If you are new here, first of all, welcome. I'm very glad to see you. Second of all, how this normally goes before each game, I will pose 3 questions for the team. After that game is over, I will sit back in front of this camera. I will answer those questions based off how the team played in that game, and then I will pose 3 more questions for the next game. It's very easy, very fun. I like to keep things simple. But since this is the start of the regular season and the Hawks have not played a game yet, I have 3 questions for the season as a whole. There will be a 3 questions video for the first game against the Colorado Avalanche. That one will go up probably immediately after this one. With that being said, let's jump into the 3 questions that I have for the 2021-22 Chicago Blackhawks. Question 1. Will their special teams finish better than they did last season? I really hope so. I need them to finish better than they did last season, especially the penalty kill, since we supposedly upgraded our defense. And goaltender, we have Marc-Andre Fleury in net. Did you recall that? Still very weird for me to say. That's probably the biggest and most important question I have going into this season ahead, except maybe will Jonathan Toews be healthy enough to play the whole season? But that is not on my list, so the top one is going to go to special teams. Question 2. Will Jeremy Colliton finish this season as head coach of the Chicago Blackhawks? People are gonna have a lot of opinions about this question. I think it speaks for itself. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I know you have thoughts on it. Question 3. Will Marc-Andre Fleury still be the starting goaltender for the Chicago Blackhawks at the end of this season? And by that question, I mean, do you think he will keep his role all year, or do you think Kevin Lankinen will outplay him and take over that starting role? Yes, I am starting the hot takery early this year, my friends. Because, as you all know, my favorite Blackhawk of all time, my favorite NHL player of all time is the guy with his sweaters behind me currently. And in his rookie season, the goaltending tandem was Marty Turco and Corey Crawford. Marty Turco was slated to be the starting goaltender, ease Crawford into the role, see if he can take over that starting position. He very much did do that and held on to it for another decade, pretty much. And even though this is not technically Kevin Lankinen's rookie year, seeing as that was last season, wouldn't that be fun if it happened again? And I mean, what better of a guy to learn from than Marc-Andre Fleury? He knows a thing or two about being a goaltender and the NHL. When I ask this question, it's nothing against Marc-Andre Fleury. I love the flower. It's just a fun little thing to think about. There are so many questions and so many storylines heading into the 2021-22 season for the Chicago Blackhawks, but those are my 3. Do you have any other questions about this team for this season? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to read them. If you would like to hear more from me or from Center Ice, you can head on over to FromCenterIce.com. There's links to all of the places that you can find us over there and game previews for each Blackhawks game that you can read. If you are more of a social media person and would like to follow us on all of the places, the links to all of those platforms are down in the description of this video for you. Also, if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to this channel and hit like on this video because that would make me very happy. All of that being said, thank you so very much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you all after game 1. Bye, guys.